welcome to anybody who might be watching. I'm going to be playing Fallout New Vegas, one of my favorite games, and I'm really excited to just share it. I've been itching to play it, and so that's what we're going to do. I've added some mods, mostly for stability, so it doesn't crash or bug out, because if you know anything about this game, you know that it can be difficult to get up and running on modern systems. But it's worth it, and I'm going to try and see if I can get it to run, and hopefully, if you're interested, you'll be able to see uh, why it's worth it. All right, so let's just get started. Let's just dive right in. And once the ball is rolling and we're into creating a character, I'll be able to talk a bit more about the game. But yeah, let's just get started.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse. You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh, yeah, so good. Oh, it's so good. It gets me pumped every time.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Yes. I am Sean. That'll do.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
All right. Let's make a character here. Now, I'm probably going to base this character off of myself in terms of appearance. Let's take a look here. So, male Caucasian. I don't feel like messing around too much with customizing my face because, you know, the faces aren't great. They're not great. And you're not going to be seeing much of them anyway. You're just going to see the back of the head, really. Hi, Darcy. Hello. Want to help me play? Want to help me stream? Do you have thoughts? Or is your head empty? Let's see if there's one that's kind of, I don't know, gaunt and, you know, pale looking, because, you know, that's me a bit. Maybe something like this. Then I'll just mess around with hair. Actually, got hazel eyes. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Like I said, it really doesn't matter too much. What do you think I should look like? Huh? Do you have any thoughts on this? Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look at all of them, shall we? Maybe clean cut. I could do like a pompadour, kind of a 50s thing. No. Smooth beef. The unsettler. Tunnel snakes, or tunnel snake. That's kind of fun. I don't want to go with a pompadour. Maybe, maybe. Let's paint it black. I mean, there are some fun mustaches, some kind of cowboy mustaches. You know, to anybody who's watching, which is most likely just my mom. So, Mom, if you have any thoughts about what I should be putting on my face here, oh, that's fun. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Let's see. Eyebrows, so nothing. Goatee. The mustaches are kind of... Oh, mutton stash. Oh, the mutton stash. I might have to do that. That's pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I'm going with the mutton stash. Mutton stash and the pompadour. I think that's a good look. Oopsie.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered.
Wait. Okay. Alright, here we go. Yes.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Get on your feet.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Alright, let's see what I look like. Yeah, I like this look. I am Wasteland Sean. Let me know if the music's too loud, or not loud enough. It might be a little dark in here, but, you know, I will get a flashlight in just a moment. Okay, yeah, we're just taking it slow. We're getting out of bed after having been shot in the head and survived. So now that we've got our name back and our
Looking good so far.
face back.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
All right, let's get some stats going, because this is a role-playing game, which means we're gonna have stats. All right, strength. So everything starts at 5, and I can add some points. See, strength will tell you how easily a cowboy totes his saddle and those bigger firearms, or how much help he's gonna be for you in a saloon brawl. All right, this affects your melee, unarmed, inventory weight, damage, and weapon effectiveness. So that seems like it could be pretty important, especially inventory weight, because I like being able to carry stuff. So let's put maybe 1 more point in there, and we'll be able to fiddle with it. Perception. Perceptive cowboy always knows when there's a lit stick of dynamite nearby or when a varmint's sneaking up on him. This affects your explosives, lockpick, energy weapons, accuracy, compass range. Also pretty good depending on kind of what I end up building my character as. The nice thing about this game, one of the many fantastic things about this game, is I'll be able to play around with what I want to do just in this little town that I'm going to be starting out in. If I get too far beyond the borders of the town, uh, it will say, hey, last chance to edit your character. And so I will have a time later where I can change anything if I want to, which is so good. So right now, I think I want to keep this at 5. Endurance. Can't keep a good cowboy down, not if he's the enduring type, and not if he's got a 6-shooter the size of Alternation. This affects your unarmed, health, resistance, survival. I feel like that could be important. I like the idea of having health and inventory weight. So let's put a point into there, just to keep in mind. Charisma. You'll find there are some smooth-talking cowboys out there that got themselves a voice sounds like an angel's harmonica. So this affects your barter, speech, companion nerve. Now, for anybody who's played this game before, you probably know that this kind of stat, this statistic, is what we call a dump stat, which means we don't need it. We can dump it, because we can put points into barter and speech on our own if we want to use those. And companion nerve just means they have more HP before they go down, but, you know, unless you're playing on hardcore mode, they are indestructible. They just take a knee. So we really don't need to put any points into this. So I'm going to take all the points out of here. There, 1 point of charisma. Intelligence. A smart cowboy is good at most anything from sucking the poison out of your rattler bite to fixing your broken wagon axle. Affects your science, repair, medicine, and skill points. Skill points is a big deal. How many points you can put into skills. And I also like having, the ability to have a slightly higher repair and medicine. Because I like not dying. So I'm actually going to put at least 2 points into intelligence. I might go higher, but 2 points for now. This is arguably, the most favorited skill, not skill. What are these? Perks? I don't remember what they're called. But this is definitely the most important of these 7, in my opinion. All right, next is agility. When a fella's in a gunfight and shoots the other guy 6 times before they can get off a single shot, it's because that fella is agile. This affects your guns, sneak, speed, action point regeneration. I mean, I also think this is pretty, or it can be pretty important depending on what you want to do. So I'm going to put at least 1 point into there. Luck. Some folks claim not to believe in luck, but when they lose in a duel, you'll hear them say, "That lucky son of a gun." This affects all skills, critical hits, enemy mishaps. Now, it could be fun to have very high luck. It could be fun to have high luck. It's not super important, I guess. Or at least I've never really seen, other than I believe you can, once you get to Vegas, you can have a better chance at winning the more higher your luck is, which is fun. Let's keep that at 5, because I just want to take a look and see where I want to put the rest of my points here. Let's make intelligence an 8. And if anybody has any thoughts, if they're like, hey, I want you to do this, I will take it into consideration. If you want me to do an intelligence 1 playthrough, I'll do it, because there's some fun stuff you can do with 1 intelligence in this. It's pretty fantastic. If I don't end up doing that, go look it up. Go look up, clips of playing a low intelligence run of this game. I will be able to change this later, so don't have to think too hard about it. Let's put another point in endurance. I like surviving. And you know what? I'll put the rest in luck. Sure. So got a bit more endurance and luck, and a lot more intelligence. And I'm incredibly uncharismatic. Alright.
Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Yep, let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Dog. Dinner. Feed.
House.
House. Investment.
Night.
Night means sleep.
Bandit.
Bandit. Reasonable. I love that, I don't know. These are fun. Bandit. Let's say vaporize.
Light.
See, I think heavy as compared to light, so we're gonna do that. Mother. Caretaker. Human shield. Let's do caretaker.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
That does sound like something I'd say. I agree with that.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Disagree. I rely on others for support.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
I disagree with that.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree. I love new ideas.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
I would disagree with that as well. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Chemical reaction, I think, is probably what it most looks like to me.
Okay. How about this one?
I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, we'll say that. That's funny.
Last one.
Doesn't really look like any of these, to be honest. Maybe it looks a little like a bearded man. It's the closest.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay, so based on my psychological profile there, I got barter, energy weapons, and science. I mean, I kind of like that. I could be science boy. You know? Science, energy weapons. I'd probably want to exchange barter for something else. If there's any that sound good that you want to, you know, shout out, put it in the chat, and say you gotta pick unarmed. I'll leave if you don't. Feel free to do that. Let's see. So I like the idea of having energy weapons as my main weapon. I like the idea of science. Let's take a look at the others here. Explosives, guns, lockpick. Okay, so I think I'm going to choose between medicine, repair, I'm trying to go with stuff I don't always go with. Usually, I'm going to be doing sneak and speech, because I like not doing combat. I love the option of being able to solve something diplomatically. So I usually go sneak, speech, and like guns. I think energy weapons, science, and I think medicine. Yeah. Just for now, just to kind of see how we like it. It could be fun to be, science boy.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Okay. I might take Wild Wasteland. Wild Wasteland's really fun. As you can see, Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. Alright, I'm going to choose that for now, and then I can choose one more. And if there's a third that's really speaking to me, we don't necessarily have to do Wild Wasteland, but there's lots of fun little Easter eggs that they put in the game. Silly stuff. Sillier stuff. There's still plenty of silly stuff in the main game. Okay, let's take a look here. Built to destroy, all weapons have a 3% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. Claustrophobia, you have a fear of enclosed space, probably because of the mutants that live there. Okay, 1 to your special attributes when outside, but suffer -1 when indoors. I feel like I want to choose something that makes sense for, you know, this kind of science boy that I'm seem to be building. Early bird. Enjoy +2 to each of your special attributes from 6 a.m. to 12, then suffer a -1 from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. when you're not at your best. Interesting. Fast shot. Fire more quickly, but your shots are less accurate. 4 eyes wearing any type of glasses. You have +1 perception. Without glasses, you have -1 perception. I might take this one. I might take this one. We'll choose it for now, because I feel like, you know, not to be a stereotype, but I feel like that would fit with what I'm going for. Good-natured at heart. More prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. You gain 5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but -5 to energy weapons, explosive guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. I mean, I like being a good boy. I do like that. I mean, I like this more than 4 eyes, so maybe we'll choose that for now. Heavy-handed. I'm not doing melee or unarmed. Order. Gain 25 to carrying capacity. Would suffer a -1 to all attributes anytime your weight drawing drops below 160 pounds. Okay. Hot-blooded. When your health drops below 50%, you gain 15% more damage, but you also suffer a -2 to your agility and perception attributes. Interesting. Kamikaze, you have 10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have a -2 damage threshold. So pull. Let's pick pasture. Nice. I like that. You'll stay at level 30 forever. I think you can go up to level 50. You'll never again become addicted to chems, and the last twice as long, but after 30, you can kiss experience, perks, and skill points goodbye, and I don't necessarily want that. I want to keep getting stuff. I like when I get stuff. I can throw weapons 30% faster. Again, I'm not really doing that. Skilled, you're skilled but not experienced. You gain +5 points to every skill, but you suffer 10% negative from experience gained from now on. Now, this is what I usually take, because it's, I mean, come on, that's great. And you can always put points into skills. Small frame. Due to your small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. And while using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. Alright. I think you know what? Unless somebody's got a very strong opinion, I'm going to do skilled. You're skilled, not experienced. You gain +5 points to every skill, but you suffer a -10% from experience gained from now on. I'm going to do Wild Wasteland, and that's what I'm going to do. If anybody has a problem with that, well, they should tell me. We'll talk it out.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
I don't have any clothes, sir. I have no clothes. Oh.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
And it asks us if we want to do hardcore mode. We do not want to do hardcore mode. I've done it. It's perfectly fine. We do not need to do it this time. I'm probably going to be in first person most of the time here. Back in the saddle. Alright, before we step out the door here, I just want to take a look. Alright. I've been given jumpsuit to wear from a vault that they mentioned in the opening. I know the opening, cinematic was a lot of information. But luckily we'll be able to kind of spend a lot of time with the different kind of factions in the region that they talked about, and just kind of maybe get a better understanding of what happened before the bombs fell. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Here's some information about how weapons work. If you're interested in that, you can take a screenshot, I guess, or play the game. But I'm not going to spend too much time looking at this because I've already taken a look at this kind of stuff. All right, so because I chose energy weapons, I start with a laser pistol. Oh, here's some information about apparel. And I'm starting wearing that vault suit that he gave me. He must have been in one of the vaults and came out of there. Got some healing items. Got some bobby pins for breaking into locked doors and safes, and then I've got bottle caps because that is the currency. And I've got ammo for my gun. Great. I will be using the radio. Let's see. Here's if I want to look at all of these. I will be putting on the radio once in a while. I have chosen to... I added a mod that put in some, like, public domain music, I guess, that's supposed to fit all right, just so I don't get any kind of copyright strikes for streaming this. And so hopefully that'll be, not unbearable, because I will want to listen to the radio once in a while because I would love to hear the radio DJ, because sometimes he'll break in with news, and it's great stuff. Let me see here. Alright, I had this on me, which was a delivery order. Instructions: deliver the package at the north entrance to the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. An agent of the recipient will meet you at the checkpoint. Take possession of the package and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to Johnson Nash at the Mojave Express Agency in Prim. Bonus on completion, 250 caps. This package contains one oversized poker chip composed of platinum. Penalties: you're an authorized agent of the Mojave Express package until the delivery is complete and payment has been processed. Contractually obligated to complete this transaction and materially responsible for any malfeasance or loss. Failure to deliver to the proper recipient may result in forfeiture of your advance and bonus, criminal charges, and or pursuit by mercenary reclamation teams. The Mojave Express is not responsible for any injury or loss of life you experience as a result of said reclamation efforts. Okay. That is quite a contract. So, I don't know about you, but I would love to, once I've gotten my bearings here, having recently come back to life essentially. I would love to see if I can get this platinum chip back from the man who stole it from me. Because it seems important. And also, I want to get paid. And also, that dude shot me in the head, which means he's a dick. So, if I can find him somehow, I want to see if I can get that chip back. All right, we got a couple of quests already set up for us. One is to talk to Sunny Smiles in the saloon, and the other, inquire about your delivery assignment with the administrator of the Mojave Express in Prim. I can also talk to Victor in Goodsprings about your rescue. That's the robot that dug me out of my grave, my shallow grave, and then find the man who tried to kill me. So that is the goal here. All right. Let's do it. Let's get out in the world, shall we? Well, first, yeah, let's save. Please. Please, Lord. Okay. Let's talk to the robot. Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thank you for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up at the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
How'd you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later.
Happy trails!
Cowboy robot. It's the fucking best. All right, let's go to the saloon. That seems to be what's next for us. Oh, he's guarding some tumbleweeds here. Let's get this out of the way, shall we? There we go. Yeah. Go ahead and, park your tumbleweed along with the motorcycles here.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Yeah, I will probably watch out for the person who put a bullet in my brain. Why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You were a prospector like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
You have a problem with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Yeah, well, if they're slavers, I definitely don't want to get caught by them. So, what's important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Said something about rustling bighorners. What are those for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Nothing about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
I can talk to you later.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Alright, nice to talk with you.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Alright.
Hey there.
Hey there. Oh yeah, I've got a flashlight now. There we go. Much better. Yeah, there's one of the bighorners. Hi. I guess it's supposed to be like a giant mutated goat or something. Not quite sure. Ram?
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Let's do it. Whee! I'll put my gun away. Cheyenne, you're in the way.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Sounds good.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Alright, let's go first person. Oh yeah, that's... I like this. You know, this is good. This is how it lets you know that even though there's combat, it's a role-playing game with combat, because it's got the Voltec assisted targeting system, where it freezes time, and you can choose, you know, a body part to hit, and then it'll calculate how much of a chance you've got to hit that body part. Don't have much of a chance here. 2%, 10%. Don't want to kill Sunny. Gotta get a little closer. Oh, not too close though. See if I can shoot it. Oh, here they come. Here come the geckos. Oh, I got it. That's... See, now I've got a 95%. Let's shoot it in the leg, so it's not running at us. Oh. Alright. It's down. Did I kill the other one? There was another one, right? I'm not crazy. Is there just one? I feel like there's usually two. Alright, well. I'm back.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Yeah, this may not be the most interesting thing I'm doing right now, but it's a good tutorial for how combat works.
I'm taking you down.
Oh, here they come.
Let's do this.
Taking their stuff. Where'd you go? There they are.
I'm taking you down.
Oh, there's a person. Oh, hey, you survived. Well done.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
I mean, I'll take it, even though I did absolutely nothing to help you. Reputation. Established a reputation with a group of people in the wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody. People associated with that group will start to react to what you've done. There are many different factions in the wasteland. You can develop a distinct reputation with each one. If you perform actions that benefit a group, you will gain fame. If you perform actions that harm a group, you will gain infamy. Reputation with any given group is a measure of the combined total of fame and infamy that you have earned. The benefits and drawbacks of any given reputation depend on the group itself. You may receive discounts with merchants, provoke attacks from hired thugs, or simply be treated differently. So you will initially start out with a neutral reputation with any given faction. Your fame and infamy will eventually push your reputation in different directions. You can see all of your current reputations under the general section of your Pip-Boy. Alright, I've been accepted in Goodsprings. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, see, I'm accepted. Good. I've only been here like, I don't know, a day. Let's take your stuff. Should be everything.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end.
Did.
Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure. Last part of the tutorial. Couldn't hurt.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Howdy.
Howdy. Alright, let me... There we go. Got it on my compass there. And I've got a mod, so I think if I hold... Is it this? Nope, that's bullet time, which I'm probably not going to use. I think if I hold... Is it H? Nope, that's a weapon wheel, which I should remember to use. Oh, don't want to shoot the big horn. Oh, it's B. I'm played on a PC, by the way, if you couldn't tell. See, it shows me where it is and how far away it is, which is really nice. Not that I really need it. The game is pretty good about directing me to things. Let's take this magazine. Yeah. Oh, giant praying mantis. Oh, let's use bats for this, because you are too small to hit without a computer helping me out. There's one. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Ow. Victor, help me out. Let's try this again. There we go. It's too bad I had to kill you. I think you're really cool. I'd love to have a giant mantis as like a pet or something. Here we go. Plant 1. And then let's head up to the graveyard for plant 2. Check every mailbox. Another magazine. Ooh, drink. Sure. Sir, I'm going to check and see if there's anything in your mailbox. Nope, you're good. Oh, yeah, there's something. Let's see if I can get it. Nope. little scorpion. And yes, it's the size of like a cat. That's little in this game. There it is. All right, there's some more enemies up here. Let's just clear them out, and then I'll explore. Shall we? Let's get a little closer. Let's try like a 50% chance. Nope. Nope. There we go. They left a bunch of fruit and veggies on his grave. A bloatfly. Nasty. Ugh. And yes, I will be taking its meat. This meat is delicious. Oh. Okay, now we can explore without fear of giant flies. Let's take this snow globe. We found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. All right. Count Abraham Jefferson III. Oh, and this is probably where I was buried. And there are a bunch of distinctive cigarette butts. I'm taking them. Here's a couple more. Where'd it go? There's one more. Oh well. Pick that. Alrighty. Can I just fast travel back? Oh, God bless. There's a lot of backtracking in this game, so I'm more than happy to use fast travel whenever I can.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
All right, let's make some healing powder. This tells you about crafting. You have certain requirements. As you can see, there are things that I cannot make because I do not have the items. And there are other things where I don't have the items or the skill requirement. But up here, I can make healing powder. Let's do it. And let's also cook all that gecko steak. And let's make a bloatfly slider. That bloatfly meat. Nasty. So I'll be really tasty later.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Go and meet Trudy at the Prospector Saloon. You know what? I will do that. Let's just fast travel on back. You know I could just run up there, but... yeah, let's say hi. Let's say hi to Trudy.
Hey there.
Hey there.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Howdy.
Howdy. Oh, can I talk to you? Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I overheard your argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Alright, where's Ringo?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
You could just kill that guy and be done with it.
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Hi. That's not your way either, is it? Let's talk about something else.
Alright.
Do you know anything more about the man you were arguing with? Oh, wait. Could I not ask that question? Got upset at me. What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
Okay, so I help Ringo. Goodsprings will like me more. What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Okay. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did they say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Go on.
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Alright, I'm not good at repair, but you want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside.
Same.
There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
I do like Mr. New Vegas. Do you know the robot that rescued me? I don't think you like him.
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
What does he do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I do agree. How long has he been here? He said like 10 to 15 years.
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Any Goodsprings get any visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on at the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam? I mean, I have a pretty good idea, but I'll ask anyway.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Interesting. Show me what you have for sale.
Got a special discount for you, after what you done for us.
Aw, thank you. I want to keep my guns. I want to keep my clothes. I don't want to keep all of this for now. Still this egg, these hides, this junk that I found. Oh, repair magazine. All right, I might buy this if I can't get the repair to work on its own. If I can't get the what's it called? The radio to work.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Be careful out there.
All right, let's take a look at this radio. Pair of 20 or greater. Let's see if I can do it. An examination of the radio's internal components revealed that several parts and connectors were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. It should be a fairly simple repair job to get it working again. Let's try it. Heck yes. Hey, I fixed your radio.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
Oh yeah, okay. This is great. You can do essentially a speech check, but for a bunch of different types of skills. So I've got a couple of options here. If I had, right now I have a barter of 13, which means all I could say is, that's all? I think you could afford to pay me a little more. If I had a barter of 20 or higher, I would be able, it'd be a different dialogue option. It would be something that would be successful, a more successful, turn of phrase. or I can choose a different dialogue option that doesn't go with that. I can just say thank you for the money. But I do think sometimes it's really funny to give essentially what is the failure dialogue option. So we're going to do that here. That's all. I think you could afford to pay me a little more.
I could get another working radio with the caps I already gave you. Now, how about spending some of those caps right now?
Alrighty. Goodbye.
Be careful out there.
Very
Hey there.
funny.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Howdy.
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 Howdy. All right. So I want to pursue this. I want to offer to help Ringo deal with the powder gangers. He's holed up in the abandoned gas station. Let's go take a look. More soda.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm not an enemy, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
I have no interest in learning about Caravan, nor do I have any interest in having other people sit through me trying to figure out Caravan, because I still don't understand it. So, did you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Why are they out to get you?
My Caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figured their friends are out for revenge.
So what are you going to do about them?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help?
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Well, her name is Sunny Smiles. Let's go chat with Sunny Smiles. Look at all these big horners. There you are.
Hey there. Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
I'm gonna help Ringo take on the powder gangers. I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
What? Just like that?
Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well.
Okay.
Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Sounds good. Any ideas on how to convince Trudy to join us?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Okay. Would Chet be willing to give up his supplies?
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
Okay. How about Easy Pete's dynamite? How can I get that?
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
Okay. I'll talk to you about those other things later.
I'll be waiting.
Oh, you'll be waiting to talk to me. Oh, you'll be waiting to, you know, help with Ringo. Let's see here. So let's just take a look and see what our current skill is for explosives. 21. Yeah, this is where we get introduced to this system that I was talking about earlier. These skill checks, I guess.
Howdy.
Howdy. What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
That's helpful.
Welcome.
I hear you've got dynamite. It would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Want to kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Oh, okay. So I need 25. How hard can it be? Just light them and throw.
Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up. Yup.
Okay. So this is where we can see if we can raise our explosive skill a little bit. Explosives. What governs explosives? Perception. That removes perception. We don't want that. That tobacco gives us better perception. Let's chew on some tobacco and see if that's enough. Explosives, 23. Oh, so close. Yeah, there are certain things like certain items you can ingest that can raise or lower your stats, as well as apparel does the same. So we're not quite there yet. We may not be able to get any explosives from him. Let's see what our barter is for... Oh, it's 13. Oh, man. I've got a sneak magazine. I've got a survival magazine. I need another magazine. Let's see if Trudy sells magazines. I think she does. Hey! Trudy?
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Oh, I have high enough sneak. Near the saloon and store are good spots to stage an ambush if I had the help.
That does sound like a good plan. All right, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Yep, that's next on my list, Trudy. After I
Got a special discount for you, after what you've done for us.
see if you have anything that'll help me out here. Okay, magazine for repair, magazine for speech, magazine for barter. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. Do I have anything that improves charisma. Moonshine is +2 charisma. Fuck it. Find some moonshine. Do I want to sell anything? Nope. I'll just eat that cost.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Oh, I leveled up.
Be
Okay.
careful out there.
Oh, I can improve my skills. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put some points into here. Barter's at 13. If we add the magazine for 10, that's 23. Put 2 more. We should be able to get barter. And then for explosives, I'm gonna bring that up 2. Because that Coyote Chew was +2, which should mean we'll be able to get explosives as well. Then we've got 10 skill points left. What do I want to increase right now? Let's just bump up energy weapons to 40. Let's get medicine to 45. Let's put guns at 25, because, you know, it's good to just have some points in guns as well. And then I'll put a point in lockpick. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, right. Okay, let's take a look at these. Confirmed Bachelor. In combat, you do 10% damage against male opponents, plus 10% damage. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the same sex. This is pretty awesome. Since I'm playing a male character, I've got these 2 perks that I can take. One is Confirmed Bachelor, which is the description I just read. And essentially that means that I can have unique dialogue options, like usually romantic dialogue options with other men, which is pretty fantastic that I have the option to roleplay that. And then there's Lady Killer, which is with the opposite sex for a male player character. So same thing, but instead I could be, you know, smooth talking ladies man if I wanted to be. But I don't know if I want to do either of those right now. I can also put a point into my special if I want to. The attention perk, the bonuses granted by skill magazines lasts 3 times as long. That could be good, especially what we're using right now. Now, Swift Learner, I almost always take. With each rank in the Swift Learner perk, you gain an additional 10% to total experience points whenever experience points are earned. And I think I took the skilled trait, which reduces my experience points by 10%. So this would just gain it back. So I'm going to do that. Howdy. And is that Coyote Chew still working for me? I think it is. Let's talk to him before the tobacco wears off.
Howdy.
Howdy. About your dynamite.
Told you before, it's too dangerous for a bunch of amateurs to handle.
Don't worry, I'm familiar with the care and handling of explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Hell yeah. Yup.
Hey.
Hey, we're in good shape, Sonny. Let me go talk to Chet. Hey there, Chet.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. Way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
What makes the surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
What about the weapon mods and special ammo?
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. Town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think you're a coward. I think you're just kind of shitty for saying that shit. I need supplies to fight the powder gangers. Speaking of powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Oh, I gotta read a magazine. But first, the town's at stake. That has to be worth more than a few supplies.
Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey, I'm sure you can buy what you need.
Well, I don't know. Probably not. I'll be right back. I gotta read a magazine.
You looking to buy some supplies?
About the powder gangers.
This again? Like I said, I'm against taking on the powder gangers. My supplies aren't cheap, you know.
Let them take over the town then. I'm sure your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it.
Oh, Chad.
And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
I mean, I understand, but I don't appreciate it. Do you know anything about the people that attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
You ever been to Vegas? New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
What do you know about Mr. House?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Maybe. Alright.
Take it easy now.
Yep, take it easy. Did you give me stuff? Oh, yeah. What do you call older people who use dynamite? Go ahead. I want to hear the answer in the chat there. Tick, tick, boomers. It's an excellent musical theater reference. I appreciate that. That was layered. Very good. Oh yeah, talking to Doc Mitchell. You know, this leather armor suits me much better than the jumpsuit. Doc. Oh, that glass just appeared in your hand, didn't it? Okay. Oh, come on.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Town's gonna be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Thank you. They'll be using explosives. Do you have something for more serious injuries?
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
Nice. Very nice. While we're here, tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
You said before you had something taken from you. I assume that your wife passed away?
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
Okay, don't want to talk about it. That is fine.
You take care now.
You take care now. Alright, I think we've done everything we can. Let's go talk to Ringo.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Yep, Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
I don't think so. Oh, wait. Stay here for now. I'll see if there's anything else I can do first.
All right. I'll just wait here until you come get me.
I know I can do this, even though it's not an option that's presented to me. I'm gonna go talk to Victor, the goddamn robot, and see if he can help me out. Oh. Another robot. This has got to be part of a mod.
Hello, sir.
Hello, RoboBrain.
I'm sorry, but I am not at liberty to chat right now.
Oh, who are you, and what are you doing?
Hey there. Need anything?
Can you repair my stuff? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's most of my money, though. That's so expensive. Nope, not worth it.
Hey there. Need anything?
I'd like to see your wares.
Sure. Here's what I got.
Buy some more ammo. I kind of want to save my money. Goodbye. That was cool. Right, let's go see if we can track down Victor. I think he's over here. Yep, I see him.
Howdy, partner.
Hey, are you decent at a fight? I could use more firepower if you have any.
Trouble with rustlers, huh? Count me in, partner. Those varmints will be running home with their tails between their legs soon enough. Happy trails!
Happy trails. Excellent. Alright, now I am ready to face the music. Hi, Darcy. Alright, I'm ready.
What's the plan? Are we ready?
Yep, let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Where's Trudy and the rest?
They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon.
Okay, how many?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Let's go.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up.
Yeah,
I'll be
me
setting up
too.
the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Tell you what, I probably won't use my explosives, because I'll probably blow myself up, because my explosive skill is very low. I'm going to use my laser pistol. Look at it. It's got lasers. Alright, let's do this. Oh, and everyone's got the leather armor on. Excellent, excellent. Oh, coming down from the tobacco. There they are. Here they are. Who's gonna shoot first? Oh. Oh God. Oh, they've also got dynamite. Let's see if we can take out Joe Cobb. Let's shoot at his arm. A whole bunch. Oh God.
I'm hit.
Oh, this is going great. Oh, I'm out of bullets. I'm out of lasers. Let's switch to my, like, animal gun. Oh, that was a little messy. I'm idolized by the community. That must mean the fight's over. I've left a poor impression on the powder gangers by murdering them. It's true. I'm gonna take all of your stuff. I'm gonna take all of your stuff. Oh, Ringo.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
I'll do that. If I remember by the time I get there. Okay. Let's turn on the flashlight here. Alright, here's Joe Cobb. Let's take all of his stuff. There's another person. Let's take all of his stuff. And let's take all of their stuff. Let's take all of their stuff. We're just taking everybody's clothes. Because we could probably sell this. Well, we can sell it. I know that. Oh. Ooh, Easy Pete. Seems hurt. You good, though?
That ought to keep things settled for a while. Hope it stays that way.
Alright. I'll talk to you later.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here. Like the schoolhouse. Wasteland critters like to move in when Sonny's not looking, so watch out.
I can have this, I'm gonna have this bloatfly slider. Tasty. Let's repair some of these outfits here. Oh, do I hear a sad feline Sad house cat. Hi. Oh, repair my gun. Got a whole bunch of different weapons now that I've looted off of these folk. Hi, Bingley. You missed the gunfight. You're a very talkative boy. Alrighty. Yeah, you gotta get that leg looked at, Easy Pete. What am I gonna be doing now? I have a very talkative cat. He wants to tell us all about his day. They went that away. Oh yep. All right. So now it's just find the men who tried to kill me. Let's take a look at the map here. Prim. So that's down the road a ways. It's dark. Bloatfly slider is worn off. Alright, I can craft some ammo if I want to. I can also, I can recycle. Recycling's important. There we go. There's also a little mailbox here, which is nice. Yep. Use delivered items to any Mojave Express Dropbox that you've discovered. Once you find a Mojave Express Dropbox, just activate it, and you'll be able to use that location to send and receive items. Okay. I know there's a bed around here somewhere. Just gonna take all the soda. The Sunset Sarsaparilla. Alright, I think I'm gonna be wrapping up soon here. Ooh, another magazine. Nice. Rolling pin. That could be a fun weapon. Well, I'm doing energy weapons for now. But yeah, let's go ahead and sleep. It's 9. Let's sleep a good 10 hours here. Alrighty. Alright, I think the last thing that I'm gonna do before I wrap up here is if I can find Sunny's smiles, I want to ask her a few more things. Is she in here? Not yet. I'm sure somebody will take care of those bodies eventually. Let's see what this baseball cap looks like. I look silly. Let's put on this hat instead. Oh, I look much better. So much better. What time is it? It is almost 8 a.m. See if the general store is open. Jet, I'm gonna sell some stuff to you.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
Oh, you'll be fine, Jet. Stop whining. Okay.
Can do.
Let me sell some things. I know it's, you know, what everyone loves to see when they're watching somebody play a game is inventory management. I'm just gonna sell all this dynamite. I'm gonna sell this baseball bat. Let's sell this other dynamite. I am gonna keep this machete, just in case somebody gets too close. And also going to keep the shotgun as kind of a, oh shit, blast everything in front of me kind of option. Alright, so I want to keep those weapons. Let's see. Do I want anything else? My leather armor's actually in pretty good shape. Let's sell this. Let's also sell this. I want to keep one Powder Ganger outfit, because I can use it as a disguise if I need to. Sell this baseball cap. And you know what? I'll keep this, because it gives me just a little bit of a bonus increase to melee and speech, and it's very light. Do I want to sell anything here? Let's sell some soda. Yeah. Let's get rid of some just meat. I don't need meat necessarily. Let's get rid of a cigarette. Sure. I know why I had that. Not using that ammo. Shotgun ammo, varmint ammo, energy cell. Do you have energy cells? Oh, thank the Lord. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. Excellent.
Another satisfied customer.
Yes, thank you, chat.
Take it easy now.
Oh yes, in the chat, I spent it all on disguises, which is a quote from 30 Rock, the Steve Martin episode. Let's see. Overcharge. Overcharge. Sure, let's overcharge, I don't know, 5? Sure. I don't really know what that does. I guess it makes it better? Energy cell overcharge. I'll have to try that out. Or what's a lot more likely is I will completely forget about it. Okay, where is Sunny Smiles? Is she in here yet? She's in one of these houses. Oh man, Easy Pete is still not looking good. It's okay. He'll be fine. Oh no, Sunny Smiles is also not looking good. I wish I could give you stim packs, but I don't think I can. I don't think so. You know what? Let me try something. Let me sneak. See if I can pickpocket them and give them one of my stim packs. Oh, they didn't like that. They thought I was picking their pocket. Your reputation as a good-natured friend of the community manages to outshine your dark side. I'm a good-natured rascal, so I'm no longer idolized by Goodsprings.
Hey, give it back.
I didn't take anything. What? Did I get my stim pack back at least? Okay, good.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Goodsprings in the future.
I didn't mean to pick your pocket, Sonny. Yes, let's go through all of these dialogue options. And then I think that'll be it for now. I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse.
Okay.
Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Tell me about magazines.
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
And I have bobby pins, but how will bobby pins help me?
You'll need those to pick the lock.
Gotcha.
Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
All right, I'll go take a look at that safe when I have a chance.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Then what do you do around here? I think you, like, hunt, right?
I hunt geckos, mostly. The meat's pretty good, and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Let's talk about the areas around Goodsprings.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What can I mark on my map? What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there.
Okay.
If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
What kind of creatures?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Tell me more about the NCR.
The New California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does it keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about, the Legion?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
Yeah. Let's talk about something else.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Okay.
Until next time.
Hobble away. Alright. So, I think she gave me that locksmith's reader. And something small told you the old Goodsprings schoolhouse contains a safe which no one in town has been able to crack. So I think next time I play this game, who knows when that's going to be. My schedule can be kind of erratic sometimes when it comes to streaming. So I'm not going to post a schedule, you just have to catch me. But next time that I do this, whenever that is, we'll jump in here to the schoolhouse and thoroughly loot it, go prospecting, as it were, and then we'll head south. Yeah, head south to Prim. We could also check out this area as well. But we're not going past there. Like, Vegas is up here. But, oh, goodbye. Let's see here. Yeah, we don't want to go up there. So yeah, that'll be next time. But y'all have a good night.